Okay, so welcome back to Chic Physique Home Fitness Sessions. My name is Alan Curry. I'm the owner of Chic Physique, and today we're going to do some more follow-ups to what we did on the intro, which you should have seen on Facebook or wherever you saw it on the website. Basically, we're going to stick to the first three exercises. What the idea of this is to try to make exercise open to everybody and try to introduce a few people out there who are finding it very, very difficult, like we all are, in these unprecedented times, to actually exercise at home. We'll do a nice easy warm-up to begin with to get you into the mood. Then we'll do the exercises, about 15 minutes exercises, and then we do like a warm down or stroke cool down depending on how you feel, and we'll explain that as well. So without any further ado, we'll start with a warm-up. The very basic stuff to start off with. Nice rolling shoulders, start from top to bottom. What you're looking to do now is to mobilize the joints, okay? We're not actually raising the heart rate much at the moment, but we're mobilizing the joints before we do so. What you'll find is when you start doing this, you'll start automatically feel as if you're doing something. Just start marching on the spot as we're doing that for the biceps. You'll start feeling that already you've made that leap from the settee, from the kitchen, to doing something. And some of you, as I said before, may find that by repeating this warm-up might be, for some of you, enough. It might be enough just to get you moving. All right, I'll just take the shoulders. Just keep marching on the spot there so we raise the heart rate a little bit. On a rate of perceived rate of exertion, if you think from 1 to 10, 1 being very easy, 10 being very extremely hard, we're going to be aiming in this warm-up probably about a 3, maximum 4 on that level, or 1 to 10. So it's fairly comfortable, but just getting out of your comfort zone gradually. All right, still walking on the spot, still keeping the legs moving, rotating the arms nice and big. All right, we're going to take it round the corner. If, like me, you've had problems lower back in the past through injury or whatever, just take this a little bit easier to start with. It's nothing chronic with myself, but some of you got chronic back pain. Just be a little bit careful on this one, but you're just looking over your shoulder, and if you put a little dip there as you go around, again, you feel the heart rate coming up. It's good. All right, and there we go. From there, we just roll the hips. There we go. Just take them hips around. Feel that back just starting to come into play. Maybe about 10 or 12 each way. Yeah, just to get loosened up. And then we start working down into that lower body. Lower body, we can start in a nice march. I've said this, I think, in the last video. I've said it before to somebody recently that I remember times when I've been in hotels and I've been pouring with rain outside maybe, and I've wanted to exercise, just standing in front of the TV doing this can literally mean an exercise session. You can go down and do your press-ups, your squats and your abdominals, and before you know it, you're getting something going. Okay, we just curl the legs. Curl it. If you see me from the side, just curl the legs up. Just curl it up like that. And you're working the hamstrings here. All right? Just put a little bounce, put the arms into it as well. And there you go. You've got a little bit of an exercise session going already. All right? Just curl it up, nice and easy. And what we're going to do on top of that, a few little squats, just to finish. Remember the squat, like I've said before, knees over toes. If you see me now, as I go back, the first movement is always back. I go back, there you go. Just little half ones to begin with, just to warm the legs up. And I might want to put a little jump in there as well. And the heart rate's now going up to that perceived rate of exertion between 1 and 10, 1 being easy, 10 being hard. I'm probably on about a 4 now. Nice little movements, good. And there you go, okay? So there's your warm up, okay? For some people, you might want to repeat that 3 or 4 times. You've got an exercise session going already. But what we're going to do is we're going to progress into the exercise session itself. I'm going to put a 30-second timer on. I'm going to give you 30 seconds rest. So it's half and half. We'll do anywhere between about 10 to 15 repetitions. And we're going to do it 5 times. If you work that out altogether, 3 exercises, 15 minutes only. Here we go. We've created our space, which I was telling you before. We've got a mat under here. You don't have to have a mat if you've got a soft carpet or soft floor, no problem. I've got a big towel to cover the whole area so you're not contaminating anywhere else. Remember that when you come back to the gym. And I've got some bottle of water if you feel necessary. Put in an energy drink, but I don't think it's necessary for the period of time you're going to be exercising. You shouldn't need an energy drink. And plus the fact we're trying to lose a bit of weight as well, so I would advise water, okay? So I'm going to start with a press up. I've got 30 seconds on my little timer here. You can download these timers off the applications you got on your phone. I've got 30 here, and we're going to start off. You hear a bleep, and there we go. Press up, position. It's wide hands, remember. There's your wide hands, there's the big one. I want to make it easier. I go on my knees. Okay, I'll make it even easier. I bring the knees in. Okay, press up there. And if I want to make it even easier, I go to the wall and I do it off the wall. 15 seconds. Okay, that's the alternatives. 4 alternatives, no problem. Now we're going to go to abdominals. I'm going to take you through it again. The abdominals, the only time I'm going to tell you to lock your arms are in this position. In normal circumstances, any instructor worth his salt will tell you not to lock a joint. In this case, we're not using the arms, but we're going to put them on our knees and the hands are going to come over the top. That is what we're going to do, okay? So with hands there, knees bent, and I come over. Alternatives. If I'm too big and I've got a big belly, I might want to do the opposite. I just want to go back and feel the stomach working as I hit that position there. Okay? If I've still got a problem with the back, I might want to lift the legs and either do a recline or an inverted one like this, bringing the legs in, or even easier, bring your knees in like so. Those are the alternatives. We'll repeat them as you go along. 30 seconds rest. We go with the squat. I've just explained the squat, so there should be nothing too difficult. Hands are going to go there, they can go there, obviously what they call a prisoner squat. Hands across the chest. And obviously even harder, put your hands above your head. Put weights in your hand, put a couple of bottles of water. Make this harder as you progress. I'm going to start with this. Here we go. Back, knees over toes. Good. Nice rhythm. Should be getting about 15 in here. That's perfect. Why am I saying that? It's me. That's what I normally say, you see. All my clients will be saying, oh, you're saying that to everybody, do you? Nice and steady. Lovely. Big leg workout. And change. Second set. So I'm going to do the full press ups. Obviously, again, I'll remind you, you can go on your knees from there to there, or you can bring your knees in, or you can go against the wall, okay? So looking for about, I don't know, 12 to 15 reps. Not too fast. You don't prove anything by going fast. The slower it is, the longer the muscles under contraction. Here we go. About every 2 seconds. It's good, nice and steady. Maybe I've gone a little bit too fast, but all right. Maybe do a couple extra. I don't charge anything, so you're all right. Good change. We now go back. We've got a nice rest period, 30 seconds. It seems a long time if you're a beginner, or sorry, more advanced, but it will catch up on you. As I say, these are the fundamentals. Any military establishment will tell you these are the basics.
We go up and over the knees. Breathing out as you come up. Probably a little bit too fast. Slow it down a little bit. Keep the muscle under pressure longer. And we're back to squats. Remember the alternatives on there were that reverse one, sitting up, coming back, or the legs in the air coming towards the body. What's my PRE now between 1 and 10? Well, I mean, I would certainly say it's about 5 or 6, which is good. It's about where you should be. Obviously quite a long rest period for you fit guys. But you're starting to feel the effects. And the main thing is obviously you get into an exercise mode. So you start then feeling, thank goodness, you've escaped from the TV, the kids, the wife, the husband, and you're doing something worthwhile, trying to keep yourself in shape. These are difficult times for everybody. We're all bored, believe me. So, third set, we're back to press-ups. That was an innocent cough, by the way. Don't jump away from the video. Here we go. Take it down. Remember, on your knees was there. Okay, full one is what I'm doing. It's good. Beautiful. Nice straight back, tighten the stomach, don't stick your backside in the air, and change. Didn't count there, but I would imagine about 15. Probably the press up is the harder of the three to determine what you're doing. As I say, start on the wall, come up to the mat, knees close to start with, then knees down, and finally progress to a full one. Here we go again. Up. Nice solid position, hands staying on the knees. If I do this, I'm resting. Bear that in mind. Keep them arms locked, keep some tightness in the stomach. Good. Slowly, only halfway. Don't come too high, don't come to there. Halfway only. Otherwise you start working lower back. We don't want that, we want to hit here. We'll go on to other sessions, we'll show you the plank, which is probably actually a more efficient exercise to work the core. We'll show that next session. But for now, we're going to do the basic abdominal. There we go. Don't listen to these people. Too many people on YouTube talking crap, basically. Shouldn't say crap, should I? But I'm going to. Telling you that abdominals are no good. They are good. They've got limitations, definitely, but don't tell me that they're no good. They are good. They've been good for years. Just because somebody has found a better exercise does not mean you have to stop doing abs. There's different ways of doing it. What's this? I'm losing track. Third one? Third one. Press ups again. What you find is as you go through this, that the rest recovery gets less and less, or it feels like it, which is good. It shows that you're working.
Here we go, 5 seconds. Full press ups this time. Let's see if I can hit 15. Nice. Every 2 seconds. Good. Still a bit fast. Not to worry. Too many really, but never mind. Abdominals again.
Go onto the mat. Hands on here. Hands locked. Get ready to breathe out. And away we go. Keep looking up. Imagine you've got a little orange or apple on your chin, tennis ball or whatever. Okay? Feel the stomach muscles working. What you don't want to do is have your head going there. Keep a nice straight line. Neck and back. Keep everything in place. We got the squats again. Biggest mistake with a squat is people do that. Heels off the floor, knees forward, bad. Second worst thing is people do this. Too much lower back. Body 45 degrees, let the legs do the work. Here we go again. Hands in front. Beautiful. Couple of big water jugs. Couple of weights in your hand here. Touching the weight on the floor. Always make sure you go 90 degrees as well. No half ones, hate half squats. You should be taken in the street and whipped if you do a half squat. Horrible. There we go. 4th round, beautiful. PRE going up a little bit. Probably around about a 5 or 6 definitely, which means you're working aerobically. Not massive amounts of lactic acid in the muscle. Heart rate's not out of control, but you feel like you're working out. Certainly better than walking nonsensically around the supermarket or walking the dog. Or worse still, people trying to convince me they're getting exercise because they're doing housework and gardening. It doesn't work. It's better than nothing. You'll burn some calories, but you won't get fit unless you're doing some severe housework, like swinging from the chandelier or gardening with a 10-pound pack on each leg. It's not gonna work. So think about that. Don't kid yourself that racing around the house after the kids is gonna get you fit. It's certainly gonna burn your calories. It'll certainly stress you out, but it's not fitness. Differentiate between the two things. Here we go again. Up over the top. Remember the alternative, just to remind you. Alternative, sorry, I lost it there. Alternative, just take it back. Take it back, okay? So instead of coming up, you're going back to a position which you feel the stomach muscles, okay? That's the idea. The alternative is that. There's also this one, head up, knees coming to chin, or this one. Again, working the stomach. Squats. So we've been going, what, 15 minutes in total, including the warm-up.
Good. And we're now feeling as if we're doing something. We're getting that sense of achievement back. Breathing out as you go down. Check my knees out. The knees over the top of the toes. It's good. See that? Position, body position, nice and steady. Here we go. So, 5th set. We're going for a good. And of course we can use this without even going to the other exercise. If you're doing this 3 times a week and you're going for a damn good walk, and I mean a damn good walk, 20, 30 minutes high intensity, or certainly PRE of about 6 or 7, then you basically at least are keeping reasonably fit. Here we go. And rest. So, abs again. Last time, did 20 there. A little bit too fast, to be honest. If you're doing 10, don't beat yourself up about it. If you're doing 10 good slow ones, they're worth 20 fast ones, so don't think it's a waste of time. We're going to come up over the top now. Nice, fluent. We're not jerking, we're not doing that. We're coming out nice and fluent. The body's literally curling. As I said before, if you're doing this, by the end, and you're hitting your 15 reps, you're doing over 200 reps, repetitions, okay? About 15 reps in one set, 5 sets of each exercise, over 200 repetitions in total, which is a good start. Here we go again. There's 15 on one for look. There you go. So, heart rate, certainly PRE between 1 and 10, certainly reached about a 6 there. So, we're definitely in exercise mode. As the Americans and the Australians love to shout out from YouTube, you're in your zone. Okay, you're in your zone. That's where you want to be. You do not want to be doing this easily. Okay, feel as if you've done something, but feel as if you need to do more. It's like we say at the gym. When you come in the gym, we do not want you to feel that every session is going to be punishable. It's not the idea. Any fit guys watching there saying, well, that's a bit easy, 30-30, not a problem. Do a minute 15. Do 40 seconds, 20. The timing is up to you. The circuit is there. And you're doing 5 sets of press-ups, 5 of abdominals, 5 of squats. So what do we do now? We've got 2 choices. Personally, I don't feel as if I'm quite finished. So what I'm going to do is just going to stride this out a little bit and do what I call a warm down. Now what are we in this? It's kind of a new philosophy which came in the last few years. Cool down is when you bring your heart rate down. That could be just stretching. A warm down is when you basically don't want to bring the heart totally down outside of your zone. You want to keep something going. So I'm going to do a couple of minutes like this, just to keep the heart rate going a little bit longer and extend that exercise period. Of course, I could have done a 6th set. There's another way of doing it. But I just want to feel I've done at least 20 minutes. Okay? You don't have to do 20 minutes. As I say, it's always a good sort of target. And I want to keep this so that not only is the exercise videos not too boring, because I know it can be with all the emails and Facebook rubbish you read, but what I want to do also is make it attainable for everybody. And you could do this, if you're really fit, you could do it twice a day. Wouldn't make any difference. Okay? So I'm not sure exactly how long that is. It's got to be around about 2 minutes. So what I want to do now is I want to just bring it down into a cool down, and then eventually we go on the mat and we do stretching. Okay? Various ways of stretching. Now there's 2 ways. Obviously one is to stand up. Okay? We can do a stretching exercise standing up, or we can do it lying down. I think today what we'll do is probably more practical, is we'll do it, I think we'll do it standing up, because then if you are out walking, you might be nowhere to lie down. So we'll do a nice, simple cool down stretch. Remember, the stretching when the cool down is always passive, it's not ballistic. That means that you're not moving when you're stretching, you're keeping a passive position, allowing the muscles to stretch over a period of time. The stretching can be anywhere between 20 and 30 seconds. We'll do about 20 for the sake of the video. We start off both legs in alignment, back leans forward, so there's an alignment down the back of the leg. Hands can go there, and I'm just digging in this right hand leg heel into the ground, and I'm feeling a stretch in your gastrocnemius, your calf muscle, down into your soleus and your Achilles tendons. So you're just stretching out those muscles. Didn't do too much in that area apart from the squats, but obviously in time, if you get used to these 6 basic exercises, they'll become just second nature. All right? So we just change that, we change legs, we get the position right. We don't want that leg to be cocked or like that. We need both legs there. A little bit of balance. Some people find this even hard. We lean forward again, back heel digs in. That's the position. Nice and steady. Okay, I'm going to stretch the quadricep, the big one on the front of the leg. Now I could show off like many do and stand there and keep it to do all this and balance, but why bother? Why not just hold on to something? A hand on there will make sure you're nice and secure. You haven't got to think about balancing. All you got to think about is pulling that muscle back. The front of the leg is in line with the other leg, and you thrust out of the hips, and you will feel a stretch down from the hip flexors down into these massive muscles in the front of your leg, which we're working for the quadriceps on the squat. And there you go, again, about 20 seconds. Change leg again. As I say, these are basic stretches. I'm trying to keep it simple. I could easily exaggerate it. I could easily take the whole thing into, very easily, this whole session into 45, even an hour if necessary. I'm not going to. I want to keep every session about 20, 25, 30 minutes max, and some of the later ones. That's all. Now we've got the hamstrings. By now your heart rate's coming down. This leg's bent. Okay, so I'm resting a hand on there. This leg's straight, because this is the one I'm stretching. So I'll just do it the other way so you can see that. This leg's straight, this one's bent. Body there, back's nice and tight. And I'm stretching the hamstrings. Hamstrings, quadriceps, calves. We've covered most of the big muscles in the leg there. All right, hold the body there. Just feel, if you can't feel, just take it down a little bit further. Get like touching your toes. In the old days we used to do this. Now that's kind of been band, but it's now a no-no. You don't want to damage your back, so we do it the proper way. Position there. And now we do some basic upper body stretches. Okay, we were doing the chest on the press ups, so we just take the hands behind, body stays straight, we don't lean forward, we go there, and we just lean that back, pull the arms up, and you feel a stretch right across your pectorals and into your front shoulders. Seconds. Because your muscles work in pairs and you were doing press-ups, that means you were involving the back as well, and also obviously with the abdominals, a little bit of back goes in there, so you just round your shoulders, round the shoulders there, round the back, push forward, and all of the middle of the back there stretching. All right, lovely. And a good one for the stomach, just an all-round stretch and just to feel good to finish off. There's this beautiful one up here. I just lift it up, take the arms right up and stretch it out. Now do your timings on that and you should find we've been indulging in your life about no less than 30 minutes max. And that's exactly what I want. See you soon. Thank you. So next time what we'll be doing is I'm going to just take you a little bit into more cardiovascular, a little bit more heart rate going, just see how that feels. As I said to you before, nothing wrong with this at all. There's certainly a cardiovascular element to this, but next time a little bit more cardio. So if you've got a step or you've got a step inside the house, situate yourself there, create your space, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Shouldn't do that, should I? Never mind.